Hello, good afternoon. We're not starting yet. The program will start in a few minutes, but I'm just doing a couple housekeeping items before we get started. My name is Ray Charis, and I'm one of the associate directors for the nursing program. And so we just have a little list of things here we go, that I want to remind you of so that we all have a pleasant evening and everyone has a wonderful time. Please remember also that the ceremony is live streamed and it's recorded. We ask that the audience remain seated for the duration of the ceremony and not to stand in the aisleways at all. Students will be coming and going on the aisles, and you also could trip on them, which we don't want to happen. There are gender-specific bathrooms in this building, just to either side. And then there's all gender and other bathrooms across the way, just across the street in the administration building. If you could silence your phones during the ceremony so you won't have an unexpected, really loud music go on or something. You might want to check them right now, as I see some of you are doing. There is a professional photographer here. They will take an individual picture of your student being coded and an individual picture of the student all by themselves. And there'll be plenty of time afterwards. You can come up and use the background after the ceremony if you want to take some pictures as well. So thank you in advance for all this. And if you have anything like wrappings from your flowers or whatever, if you could take that back out with you, we'd appreciate it. So now you can still talk quietly until you hear some music to get the students started making their processional down, and then we'll get started with this ceremony. Welcome.
I think we should give them a big round of applause. What do you think? And they look so nice, right? So welcome to the students, families, friends, faculty, and staff, and guests to the White Coat Ceremony for the University of the Pacific Entry-Level Master of Science in Nursing program. Thank you for being here to celebrate the significant professional milestone in the lives of our students. My name is Dr. Ann Stoltz, and I have the honor of being the chair and director of the nursing program. As I look out at these amazing students who have committed to becoming professional nurses, I am humbled and proud to be a small part of their journey. At this time, I would like to introduce our guests and the nursing faculty and staff that make it all happen. When I call your name, please stand, remain standing, and audience, you can hold your applause until everyone's been introduced. First, we have Dr. Nasreen Noureddin, our Associate Director of Curriculum, Dr. Ray Charos, our Associate Clinical Director, and Dr. Tanisha Sparks, who is the Assistant Dean for Student Affairs, Dr. Pius Omalewa. I'm sorry, this is Dr. Pius Omalewa. That's Dr. Tanisha Sparks. Okay, sorry. Dr. Sarah Lee, Dr. John Bresson, Professor Lindsay Anderson, and we have our wonderful student tonight with us, Zainab Bahia. So thank you for being here. So I do have some sad news for you, and that is that our wonderful dean is ill and isn't able to be here with us tonight. So she sends her apologies, and since she loves this event. So I know if there was any way she could be here, she would be. So just know that we will be not having her remarks tonight, and Dr. Sparks has agreed to greet you after you get your coat, so, and give you a special treat that Dr. Bugnario provided. So we'll get started. This evening, I have the privilege of sharing with you a few concepts that guide my nursing practice. I've learned these through 49 years of nursing. Yep, do the math. I hope they will be useful to you. And of course, many of these I learned the hard way. My friend, colleague, and mentor, Dr. Susan Proctor, once wrote an editorial in the Journal of School Nursing, and this was on the importance of being nice. Now, you wouldn't think that it is important to remind a nurse about this simple word, but we get so caught up in the immediate crisis, in the short staffing, the politics of the workplace, sometimes we forget that nice beats out snarky every time. While the terms nice and kind are frequently used interchangeably, they are two different concepts. To be nice means to be pleasant, and to be kind assumes that the action comes with benevolence. Both are equally important and should not be mutually exclusive. With good judgment and a proper understanding of these concepts, being nice can be a great asset when working with people and building a culture of positivity, cooperation, and success, particularly in high-stress working environments. This leads me to the 5 Ps. Now, I learned about the 3 Ps of Polly from a colleague of mine, and I added 2 of my own to my own nursing practice. While the 5 Ps are helpful to your practice of nursing, I believe you will find them useful in all parts of your life. The first P is politeness. This goes hand in hand with being nice, and that is to be respectful. Think of polite as your backup plan. Even if you're finding it hard to be nice, please at least be polite. The second P is policies and procedures. When in doubt, use policies and procedures as your guide. Simply put, you must know the rules to carry out your responsibilities. These are the roadmap. If there is a lack of policies and procedures, you, as a master's, soon-to-be master's prepared nurse, can help create them to improve the quality and safety of healthcare. The third P is persistence. There's always much work to do, but giving up in nursing, just not an option. My dear mother always said, if people knew better, they would do better. So believe in your patients, see the strengths in them, and know persistence may be the factor that makes a difference. The fourth P is passion. Simply put, love what you do. There are over 160 types of nurses and nursing career options. The ELMSN program will provide exposure to only a handful of these. Believe me, there are many more to choose from. If acute care is not your thing, there is community health, school nursing, clinic nursing, teaching, administration, quality and safety improvement, research, and the list goes on and on. You see, there are two kinds of people in this world: people with positive energy and everyone else. If you're happy doing your work, other nurses and patients will want to be around you. Enthusiasm is contagious, and by showing your passion, you attract other people who are equally passionate. Those are the people that are not there just for the good times, but will be there for the hard times as well. You see, passion is like magic. The fifth and final P is patience. Now, I fully admit this is probably the most challenging concept for me. To remind me to have patience, I have a sign in my office that is a quote from Cinderella's fairy godmother. It says, "Even miracles take time." It seems obvious to have patience with those you care for, but this frequently gets tested because nurses are human too. If needed, and you find yourself losing patience, take a step back, take a break, breathe, ask for help, and remember why you chose to be a nurse. Next, have patience with your faculty who are here tonight. There will be times on your journey that you may question why there are a plethora of tests, assignments, papers, and skills practice. Keep in mind that your faculty are here for you, and the demands are here for you. While the demands may seem extreme, they are not done to you, but rather for you. We know what it takes to be a successful professional nurse. And the program outcomes illustrate that faculty are clearly right on target with your learning. Our pass rates for our first cohort were 97%, and we confirm that we actually do know what we're doing. Lastly, and most important, have patience with yourself and rely on the support of your family and friends through this educational journey. There are times that you may doubt your own abilities. For this, rely on faculty, your advisor, and your peers. Your past academic success demonstrates that you belong here, and you deserve your spot in the UOP ELMSN program. The competition is over, and the collaboration begins. The faculty believe in you. Remember that of the 4.3 million nurses in the United States, only 17% are prepared at the graduate level. So you see, you are joining a very elite group and are to be commended for choosing nursing. It is hard work, but I can honestly say you will never regret it, and you will look back on this journey with great pride. Although healthcare is challenging and changing at a rapid pace, the University of Pacific is stand to affect the safety, quality, timeliness, quality, equity, and efficiency of patient-centered care. Nurses have a significant impact on healthcare. We are the largest portion of the healthcare workforce, right? 4 million. We have over 400,000 nurses in California alone. For the 22nd straight year, the Gallup poll rated nursing as the most trusted profession. There was only 1 year that they didn't, and that was 9/11. That was firemen. The responsibilities inherent in this distinction present an incredible opportunity for nurses to change the face of healthcare. And I am excited that these students have accepted the challenge. Okay, along with your white coat tonight, you will be receiving a starfish pin. This is so that you always remember the story of the young child walking on the beach that was throwing starfish back into the water that had washed ashore. An adult stopped and asked the child, "Why are you throwing the starfish back into the ocean? After all, there are so many on the beach. You can't possibly make a difference." The child then picked up a starfish and threw it back into the water and said, "But I made a difference to that one." You are making a difference every day to your patients, to your families, and your friends. Your graduate degree in nursing will make it possible for you to make an even greater difference at the individual, local, and global healthcare systems levels. So now I say we get them coded. What do you think? I would like to introduce Dr. Ray Charles and Dr. Nasri Noureddin, who will be calling the names of the students.
Okay. Are they going? You can have. Okay. Adiliki Fashola. Alice Salih. Amberly Wong. Amparo Guzman Garcia. Amy Roderick. Andrea Otero. Angela Nicole Lim. Angelica May Derige. Angelina Losido. Ariana Campa. Audrey Nolan Smith. Carissa Clothia. Chothia, sorry. Clarissa Penner. Courtney Joe. Dunya Khatib. Eunice Sanchez. Gabby Wutak. Grizel Escobar. Eliana Karkar. Isabel Diaz de Leon.
Jacqueline Carter. Jasmine McKelvey. Jesse Soria. Junior. Jessica Zhang. Jocelyn Martin. Caitlin Chan. Karina Herrera. Carly Link. Keely Cozier. Laura Martin. Madison Wedmer. Michaela David. Naomi Del Barrio. Ni Tran. Woohoo. Reagan Hunt. Sumri Kaur. Sarah Smith. Teru Notra. Tran Nguyen. Yesenia Bejarano. And while she's walking back, you can give a big round of applause for all of our nursing students that are white-coated today. You can be really noisy now, it's okay. And give Dr. Stoltz a minute. We'll be right back up here to do the next part. I know, she has important starfish to give out.
Okay, next we have a couple of scholarship awards that we wanted to give out. And wait a minute. I did not put the script in here. Okay, so we have, during our first white coat ceremony, we were privileged to welcome guests, UOP Regent Janet Rogers and Bev LaBelle, and they announced their endowed scholarship for nursing. So an endowed scholarship just means that they give money, and we get the interest on that every year, so that it'll go on into perpetuity. And so every year we get to give this out at the white coat. So this fall, the faculty determined that it should be called the Rising Star Award for students that demonstrate up-and-coming leadership and initiative and demonstrate commitment to the program and their fellow students. And this fall, the Rogers and LaBelle Endowed Nursing Scholarship goes to Madison Widmer. It's okay. I knew you would be. Okay, next, I would like to introduce Dr. Ray Charos, who's going to announce the Abbott Scholarship recipients.
So this evening, I do have the privilege of announcing the Abbott Fund Scholarship awardees. And first, I want to give you a little background about the Abbott Company and the Abbott Fund program, which is called the Future Well Communities. Abbott, a very large healthcare company, involved a lot in lab and other technologies, had made it their goal to find ways to advance health equity in underserved communities throughout partnerships. Abbott recognizes the importance of good health and that barriers exist for people getting the care they need. And I have to say, our students in their application essays mention this so often about healthcare equity and how they really want to make a change in healthcare equity. So our students will get the chance to do that. Like Abbott, they recognize that poverty is at the center of many of these challenges, but there are many other interconnected social issues like racism, access to food, access to healthcare, transportation, and technology. To overcome these barriers, the company made it a priority to innovate greater access to health equity across the company and in partnerships with others. They believe that this work focuses on 3 areas: creating new health tech solutions, advancing diversity in healthcare, and removing barriers to good health in communities. Their efforts to expand access to healthcare are global in scope, so they go around the world, and they have focused efforts in communities that they select for certain reasons. To help people in historically marginalized communities fight chronic diseases, Abbott launched its Future Well Communities program. Well, this program addresses social and health challenges that people face on a daily basis. Future Well Communities was implemented in Stockton, California. They chose Stockton as one of the few places in the whole world to have this initiative. And that was because where there are nearly 60% of the population living in Stockton with pre-diabetes or diabetes, and Abbott wanted to make an impact in that area. This city is also known as one of the most diverse cities in America. In Stockton, there are 11 Abbott initiatives with the University of the Pacific being a major partner and directly involved in many of these initiatives. One of these is the Abbott Fund Scholars, and the Masters of Science in Social Work and the entry-level master's program have a scholarship program. This initiative has an overall goal of increasing the number of healthcare providers who are trained in diabetes management. To support this, the Abbott Fund sponsors scholarships for students who reside in or have a very strong connection to Stockton area, and who commit to work in Stockton with people who have diabetes for at least 2 years after they graduate. This evening, we're proud to announce the Abbott Scholars in Cohort 5. As I call your name, please come forward. I'll present you with your certificate. You'll get an individual picture, and then if you can just move over to the side, and we'll do a group picture at the very end. So our first awardee is Carissa Chothia. All right, and our second one is Keely Kosier. Next, I have Angela Nicole Lim. Next, I have Sarah Smith. Next is Ni Tran. And our last awardee is Madison Widmer. And while they take their group picture, you can all give them all a big round of applause and make as much noise as you want.
It really is an honor to be part, just for us to be part of the Abbott Scholars Program. And these students will be placed in Stockton for the majority of their clinicals. They will be probably doing their quality improvement project in Stockton as well. And then hopefully the goal is to work in Stockton when they graduate. So thank you for your commitment to your community. And we're just really proud of all of you, so thank you. At this time, you have the extreme pleasure of getting to hear one of your colleagues, Zainab Bahia, who is the president of the California Nursing Students Association at the University of Pacific. And we are so lucky to have her here tonight. So please, come right on up.
Thank you, Dr. Stoltz, for that wonderful introduction. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Welcome, esteemed faculty, cherished family, friends, and my fellow nursing students. Tonight, we gather for a moment of profound significance, your white coat ceremony. This ceremony is more than just a tradition. It symbolizes your perseverance, your sacrifice, and your dreams that have carried you to this point. Standing before you today is truly an honor, and it reminds us all that while each of you has worked relentlessly to reach this milestone, you will not walk this path alone. To our families, friends, and loved ones here today, this event is as much a celebration of your unwavering support as it is of these nurses' hard-earned success. Families are the invisible strength behind every nursing student's journey. You are the invisible hands that will guide them through sleepless nights of studying, early morning clinical rotations, and moments of doubt when the weight of their dreams feel too heavy to carry. We ask you to lift them when they feel tired, cheer them on when they are doubtful, and believe in them every step of the way. As they don their white coats today, remember that they will not wear them for themselves alone, but for all of you who have stood by them. The journey ahead will be demanding, filled with new challenges and growth. We ask you, family and friends, to continue offering your love and encouragement through the long hours and difficult days that lie ahead. Your ongoing support will be crucial in helping them become the compassionate, skilled nurses they aspire to be. To my fellow students, as my journey comes to an end, yours begins. I want to remind you that the path you will not be one of competition, but of shared strength and community. As a cohort, you will face challenges together, pushing each other through difficult exams, leaning on one another during clinical rotations, and celebrating every small victory along the way, essentially becoming a second family. The bond that you will create will be a source of encouragement, comfort, and understanding as you step into the next phase of your professional journey. Leaning on each other, support one another, because in this profession, as in school, no one succeeds alone. The camaraderie you will have built will become a vital part of the nurse you will become, and these friendships will last a lifetime. But truly, as a reminder for the road ahead, the white coat is far more than just a piece of fabric on our shoulders. It's a symbol of the immense responsibility that you're stepping into. Responsibility to your patients, to our profession, to society, and to our community. It is a journey of lifelong learning that you will have to embrace. As nurses, you will not simply treat diseases, you will offer care and compassion to people in their most vulnerable moments. This path will demand knowledge and skill, all true, but also a deep well of empathy and compassion, a trait that is often nurtured by the love and care of those closest to you. There will be moments when your strength, patience, and resolve will be tested beyond what you thought possible. There will be days of exhaustion, heartbreak, and uncertainty, but it is in these times that you must remember your why, the reason why you chose this noble profession. Why did you start this journey? Why did you choose to be a nurse? Holding on to that purpose will fuel your resilience, helping you through even the toughest moments. And in those difficult times, remember to rely on the people around you, your family, your cohort, your faculty, and your community. In closing, let's hold on to the compassion that brought us here, the resilience that will see us through, and the why that will guide us when the path gets tough. We're not just stepping into careers tonight, we're stepping into a calling that needs both heart and mind, and that touches countless lives. So wear your white coats with pride, but also with humility, gratitude, and a readiness to serve. To our families, friends, and loved ones here today, thank you for being our unwavering foundation. We would not be here without you. And to my fellow students, together we're the future of nursing, and the difference we make starts now. Congratulations and thank you.
So now, and thank you, Zainab.
No problem.
You're amazing.
I love you, Dr. Schultz.
So now we've come to the point, you've signed the pledge, now we're going to recite it together. So if you would all nurses stand, please. And we're going to say this in unison. It's in your program. So if there's any other nurses, we welcome you to join in. Let me just say the first part. In fellowship with nurses here joined with respect and gratitude for those who have served before us, and in faith with those who will follow, we make these promises. Ready? Okay. I commit to nursing as a caring profession. I will use the art and science of nursing to improve outcomes, alleviate suffering, and promote wholeness and integrity of all persons. I will honor the relationship between persons and nurses as the locus for healing. I will enter into these relationships while maintaining boundaries that respect privacy and foster trust. I will maintain the ethical principles of the profession. I will collaborate with other healthcare members to deliver the highest quality care possible, assuming the role of advocate, delegating tasks responsibly, observing, assessing, and evaluating responses to guide and revise the plan of care. I will use technology mindfully, assuring safety and privacy. I will protect the planet Earth, knowing that fresh air, clean water, sunlight, and nutritious food are essential to the maintenance of our health. I will work for social justice and equity, opposing systems that support disparities and structural inequalities, and seeking to identify and eliminate my own implicit bias. I will embrace the future. Oops, I missed a part. Sorry. Let's go back. I will endeavor to mentor even as I continue to learn, to grow, and to share in the advancement of the profession. I will embrace the future, and I will heed the words of the founder of modern nursing, Florence Nightingale. Let us never consider ourselves finished nurses. We must be learning all of our lives. Congratulations. Okay, you can be seated again for just a moment. In a minute. Almost. We're almost there. Also, I just wanted to introduce Professor Early because she's one of our faculty members as well. And I know that they're excited to see her because they see her all the time in class. So what a beautiful evening. And I hope you are able to continue your celebration with dinner or whatever. This couldn't happen without our amazing staff members and our student volunteers. Would you all please stand? Angie Kahn, Adriana Juarez, Delora Clemens, Reese couldn't be here, and Navneet Atwal. Where are you? Are you there? Yay, thank you. Also, we have our student volunteers here. Are they outside? They're probably outside. So anyways, okay, but thank you all for your help. This would not be possible. This takes a lot of work and planning on the part of also our, in addition to our staff and student volunteers, Mikey Camming, yay, for technology. Is Chris here? Chris? Jennifer LaPearl, where is she? She's here as well. And again, Dr. Sparks for joining us this evening. So, finally, to the students, we are here to honor the road that you have chosen for the next 2 years. It's going to go really fast, I promise. But this journey isn't really an easy one. The majority of you might have jobs and families with a multitude of competing priorities, and yet you'll be here sandwiching classes, readings, papers, labs, and clinicals into your daily lives. Your families and friends are here. They're here tonight, but they're here to recognize your efforts, and you need to call on them for support. I think Zainab really spoke to that in her talk too, and she knows, she speaks from experience. Call on them to be part of your success. Let them be part of your journey, whether it's laundry, meals, or just giving you dedicated study time. Allow the faculty here, they're so amazing, to mentor you and help to smooth out your road. These nurses are here for you, and we can't help if we do not know if there's a problem. So we're the ones you need to come to. when you have a special need. If things aren't going the way you need to go to, you have a faculty advisor, you have your faculty. Use us. One of my favorite sayings is, be strong enough to stand alone, smart enough to know when you need help, and brave enough to ask for it. I guarantee that even though you as students, as well as your family and friends, will have moments of doubt throughout the process, it is all worth it. I've been a nurse a long time. I've never regretted 1 minute, not one. I have loved every job that I've had in nursing, and I am so happy that you chose it, and I wish the same for you. You will all look back on this journey with pride, for you have accomplished, and once you're a nurse, guess what? You're forever a nurse. It just becomes part of who you are. So thank you for being here this evening. Thank you for supporting the students. Thank you to the faculty for being here for them and for always supporting them. To Zainab for spending time with us on a Friday evening. And please, let's give them all one more big round of applause. And now the students will process out. Please let them go. And there are snacks out there, little goodies for you as well. So the students will, Angie, you got them? Okay. Follow out. Thank you all.